Hey everybody, Ken here with another lantern video. And for you today, we got the Dietz Blizzard Mill Lantern practically done. I was out here working in the workshop earlier, and I took some video of my own on the phone because I didn't have my cameraman. He was busy today, and I had to get this done, otherwise I wouldn't have a video for you guys to do. My cameraman is back now, hence I'm in the picture in full frame and coming to you live and in nice color. But in a minute, we're going to have to edit in the video that I shot with my phone. Please forgive me because I'm not as skilled doing video as I am doing lanterns, but I did want to kind of document what I did to this, and like I said, I kind of had to do it on my own. I didn't do it live. I kind of filmed it as I went along and progressed, but you'll see. Nonetheless, please forgive me and don't critique me too much on that. But anyway, I got the lantern done. Well, I say done. I still have I have some touching up to do with the paint. Normally I would probably just leave it that way because it's not really that bad, but since now I did have to sand away quite a bit here to fix the hole. And now I have a nice solder mark. It's nice and smooth and came out nice and even and everything, but it's going to need to be painted over. So yeah, that, and then also I didn't realize, but two of these brackets that hold the back of the cage, well, they hold the back of the cage, and they actually hold the, here, let's open it up. They actually hold in the front of the cage too. I guess that's what it snaps into. They were also broken, and now in the video that I shot, I fixed the top one. However, I didn't really show. Later on, I found out that the bottom one had also separated, and I actually had to bend this quite a bit. I didn't realize at the time this was kind of forced out of shape in such a way that like somebody probably like jammed it in there. I still got to adjust it a little bit more, but it does go in there a lot better. But I guess from jamming it in there and the pressure, they had some light solders that might have weakened over the years, and they just popped the solders out basically. So I just had to retack those. You'll see I showed the inside. I won't do it now because probably can't get it too good on camera. But the burner receptacle was sliced and bent, and cap was cross-threaded in there, frozen in there. I had to work on that quite a bit. I thought I was gonna have to order a replacement cap. I thought I was gonna have to destroy it, but I actually did bend it up quite a bit. But because it's one of these like hollow caps, it's not a very good cap. But yeah, I was able to bend it back and save it and everything, which is really cool. So. Yeah, and like I said, showed you in the previous videos that I got the replacement burner and cone, and everything's probably just about ready. I just want to probably give it a good clean up and touch up. I did find some paint, flat. The color looks off from what this is, but inside, let me see if I can get this cap off. This cap's hard to come off. I had it off earlier. Inside there's some overspray. It does look like it's a deeper red, but I did want to get the matte finish because I know these weren't done in a gloss. They weren't glossy. They were kind of on the matte side. So what I think I'm going to do is give it a good cleaning overall, and maybe a light roughen up with some Scotch-Brite or steel wool, and then maybe kind of like I don't know if I'm going to do like a full-fledged paint job on it, but maybe sort of like a dusting touch-up, or might have to go into a full-fledged paint job. I don't know, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But hopefully, I'll have her up and burning for you. I was hoping to have it done tonight, but the weather kind of got cold throughout the day. It actually started out, kind of rainy and showery, and then it just dropped. Got really cold, so I didn't really want to go out there and paint. Actually, I just picked up the paint a couple hours ago at the hardware store. I didn't have any matte. I had the gloss anyway. So, but I was going to try to shoot it, but then the temperature dropped, and I figured, well, it's better safe than sorry. So work on that a little bit. Hopefully, maybe throughout the week, I'll have a quick chance of getting it done. And with high hopes, our next video we should have her up and burning. But yeah, stay tuned for the video that I shot. I just wanted to document it. But anyway, we'll leave you with that. Alright guys, so I'm out in the lantern workshop here today. I don't have my usual cameraman today because he's busy at work, and I wanted to do some work on this Blizzard mill lantern here, and I also just completed a little minor repair here. Filming this on my phone here. One of the side brackets was actually busted apart here from the air tube, so I just did a little tack, a little solder tack on that there, and tacked that back into place. I think that came out really nice. It's nice and solid now. That's not going anywhere. I used the Harbor Freight clamp there to hold it tight, put a little flux on it, and just hit it with a little solder. Went right back. And let's see what else here. I did get the cap freed up. I got the cap, there we go. Cap is all nice and freed up now. And it's kind of hard to film this and do that at the same time, but yeah, I was able to save the cap. My special sauce did the trick there, my 50/50 acetone and transmission fluid. And I just let that soak for a little bit, and then put a rag on top, and her pliers, and just popped it right off. I did get the cap out of round a little bit for squeezing it on the pliers kind of tight, but I was able to get it back into roundness there. And what I'm going to attack next, and I think the final repair of this lantern until we get the thing going, I think after we get this, is this hole up in the corner there, where obviously they had the cord fed in. Oh yeah, and I should mention the other repair down in the what do you call? I would call it the burner receptacle here. They had a piece, I guess it was about a 1/2 inch slit, and then folded over. I guess they had a socket in there to allow the cord, from the hole, because they did have this electrified. So I did bend it back up and solder that as good as possible. And where's my burner here? The wick cranked up out of the way, and there it is. The burner sits in there really nice. Now, like I said, that was out of shape a little bit too, but I bent it back, the best I could there. And yeah, it's coming along really good. Really good. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to attack this hole up there. So my idea with that is to clean it up, clean the paint off around the hole, so I can get some solder exposed to it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to take I'm going to guess maybe one of these eyelet grommets that I got, try to plug the hole. So yeah, we'll get back to that in a bit. Okay, so what I did is I cleaned up all the paint off around the hole, and I dropped in one of those eyelets that I got. And look at that. What I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to solder that onto there, and then I'm still left with the hole in the middle. I'm going to have to get something smaller, maybe another eyelet. Maybe I can cut it in half or something just to dummy it up, and just to get some solder abridged across it and then smoothed out. So let me get the camera off here. Let me get the solder iron going. Let me see what I can come up with. Okay, you see what I did there? I put the eyelet in there, and there was kind of a pretty big dent over to the right here. Where am I at here? Yeah, so I kind of had to fill that in. Had to get some solder in there, build it up almost like a spot weld. Now I still have a hole in the middle, to fill. I'm gonna have to come up with something for that, and then hopefully I'm just gonna sand everything down flush and spot it over with a little bit red paint, and hopefully you'll never be able to tell that there was ever a hole there. Alright, we're back on the air, I think, here. Alright, as crazy as this sounds, I just took had a scrap piece of Romex, I think 14 gauge maybe, copper wire, and it was a little undersized, but I tinned it, and it was kind of almost just perfectly the right size to fill that hole. I just plugged it in there, built up a little more solder around that, and there we have it. Now I'm just going to clip that off, do some sanding, maybe a little bit of touch up, and we'll be back and see what we got. And there we have it, guys. Here's the final product there. And that's how to remove the hole from the lantern there. I don't think it came out too bad. I'm gonna dust it with a little paint. I'm gonna try to get some red paint. I don't know if this is the original paint or not. Well, you know, I know they were red, but yeah, not too bad. I don't think it came out too bad at all. It's better than that ugly looking hole. And then when I dust it with a little paint, I actually have to see if I have any red paint. I don't know if I finished it up or not. I might have to go out and get some. But yeah, got rid of the hole. There it is. Thank you very much for watching. Everybody stay safe. Have a good one. Thank you, and take care, and we'll see you real soon with another lantern video. Bye-bye.